Have you ever been at the airport, looking at your suitcase, and realizing it's going to cost you an extra $100 just to bring it on the plane? Yeah, it's the worst. But what if I told you there's a really simple trick that could save you up to $500 on baggage fees? Seriously, no fancy memberships, no complicated steps, just a smart move people are already using. This hack has been going viral on TikTok and Reddit, and travelers all over are sharing how it works. It's actually a little loophole that's been sitting right there at the airport the whole time. With it, you can carry way more stuff onto the plane without paying those crazy extra fees airlines charge. In this video, I'll explain exactly how it works, how much you could save, and what you need to know before you try it yourself. And stay tuned until the end, because I've got 3 more airport hacks that can save you even more money next time you fly. Let's jump in. You won't believe how easy this is. Alright, so here's how this airport hack works. It's called the duty-free bag trick. And it's honestly so simple, you're going to wonder why more people don't talk about it. When you go through security at the airport, you've probably seen those big duty-free stores that sell perfume, alcohol, snacks, and souvenirs. Well, when you buy something, anything, they give you a big shopping bag with their logo on it. And here's the catch. Airlines don't count duty-free bags as part of your carry-on allowance. That's the loophole. Let's say your backpack is stuffed and you've got a jacket, maybe a few extra things that won't fit. Normally, the airline would make you pay to check another bag or throw things away. But if you stop by duty-free and buy a small item, like a $3 chocolate bar, they'll give you a big duty-free bag. You can then pack extra clothes, shoes, or whatever you want into that bag and walk onto the plane with no problem. Budget airlines like Ryanair, EasyJet, and Spirit are super strict about carry-on rules, but they can't say no to a duty-free bag because technically it's a shopping bag from the airport. Travelers have been using this trick to carry an extra 5 to 10 pounds of stuff without paying extra fees. People online are sharing stories of bringing jackets, shoes, snacks, even laptops in these bags. And it works because security already checked you. And airlines can't really dig through what's in your shopping bag as long as it looks like you bought it at the airport. Of course, it's best not to overdo it. Don't stuff the bag until it's bursting. You want it to look casual and normal. Some travelers recommend wrapping your extra items in plastic or smaller bags inside so it stays neat. That's the core of the hack. Buy something small at duty-free, get the bag, use it to sneak in more carry-on items, and save $50 to $100 per flight on baggage fees. And when you're flying round trip or with multiple stops, that savings can really add up. If you're enjoying this video so far, feel free to click on the subscribe button below. It's completely free, and it means you'll be notified whenever I post something new. Just click subscribe, and then, if you like, click the little bell icon too, so you don't miss anything. Now you're probably wondering, can this really save me $500? Let's break it down. Most budget airlines charge anywhere from $50 to $100 per bag, per flight, if your carry-on is too big, or if you need an extra bag. And they're strict. I've seen people at the gate being told to pay up or leave stuff behind. But with the duty-free bag trick, you can avoid paying that fee every time you fly. Say you're taking a round-trip flight with one of these airlines. That's 2 flights. If they normally charge $75 per bag, that's $150 saved right there. Now, imagine you travel a few times a year. Let's say 4 round-trip flights in a year. That's 8 flights total. If you're saving around $75 each time, that's $600 saved in 1 year. Even if the fee is on the lower end, you're still saving around $400 to $500, depending on the airline. And here's the thing, this hack isn't just for long trips. Even on short weekend getaways, it can save you from paying those last-minute baggage fees at the gate. I've read stories from travelers who've saved hundreds just by using this trick on a few flights. Some people even get creative and use the duty-free bag to pack things they plan to use on their trip but don't want to check in, like an extra pair of shoes, a jacket, snacks, or even souvenirs they're bringing home. Of course, the exact savings depend on the airline, the route, and how strict the staff is. But if you're someone who flies on budget airlines a few times a year, or if you've been hit with surprise baggage fees before, this hack could easily save you hundreds of dollars over time. And honestly, even saving just one $75 fee feels like a win. Okay, so as cool as this hack is, it's not totally risk-free. Let's talk about what you need to watch out for. First, airline staff can still challenge you if the bag looks suspicious. While most airlines don't count duty-free bags against your carry-on allowance, some gate agents might question a bag that's clearly stuffed with clothes instead of duty-free items. If they suspect you're using it to avoid baggage fees, they could ask you to pay up, or even refuse to let you board with it. That's why it's super important to keep the bag looking casual and not overpacked. Don't jam it full so it's bulging at the seams. Keep it neat and believable, like you just bought a few items from the store and tossed your jacket in there. Second, this trick doesn't work with every airline. Some international airlines have stricter rules or gate staff who are trained to spot this hack. It works best with budget carriers like Ryanair, EasyJet, Spirit, and Frontier, where the duty-free policy is more relaxed. If you're flying a more premium airline, check their carry-on policies ahead of time. Also, keep in mind that security won't care. The issue only happens at the gate or boarding area. So once you're past security, you're technically fine. But you're still relying on the gate agent letting it slide. Lastly, don't try to pack liquids or items that wouldn't normally make it through security in the duty-free bag unless you actually bought them duty-free. You don't want to get flagged for breaking airport rules. Bottom line, if you keep it reasonable and low-key, this hack works great for lots of travelers. But if you push it too far, there's always a small chance you'll be stopped. While the duty-free bag trick is a great way to dodge baggage fees, there are even more ways to save money at the airport. Here are a few extra hacks that can seriously cut down your travel costs. Book flights midweek. Airlines often drop prices on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because fewer people are buying tickets those days. If you're flexible, flying midweek can save you $50 to $200 compared to weekend flights. Use airline apps for exclusive discounts. Many airlines now offer app-only deals, like free seat upgrades, or cheaper baggage fees if you book through their app instead of the website. Always check the app before paying for extras. 3. Bring your own snacks. Airport food is crazy expensive. A bottle of water alone can cost $5 or more. You can't bring water through security, but you can bring an empty bottle and fill it up at a water fountain inside. Pack your own sandwiches, granola bars, or fruit to avoid spending $15 on a basic meal. 4. Get credit card perks for lounge access. Some travel credit cards offer free or discounted access to airport lounges. Even if you don't have a fancy card, check if you can buy a day pass online ahead of time. It's often cheaper than paying at the door. Lounges usually offer free food, drinks, Wi-Fi, and comfy seating, which can save you money and stress on long layovers. Snapshot 5. Skip the overpriced chargers. Forgot your phone charger? Instead of buying one at the airport for $30, check if your gate area or lounge has charging stations built into the seats. These simple tricks can add up to big savings over multiple trips. Combine them with the duty-free bag hack, and you're setting yourself up to fly smarter without breaking the bank. Little changes are big savings. Every dollar counts when you're traveling. If you love saving money on travel and want more tips like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I drop new travel hacks and budget-friendly advice every week. You won't want to miss it. So after all this, you might be wondering, is the duty-free bag hack really worth it? Honestly, if you fly budget airlines or take multiple trips a year, it can definitely be a smart way to save. For travelers who don't want to pay crazy baggage fees or feel nickel and dimed by airlines, this little loophole is an easy win. It's simple, it doesn't take much effort, and it can save you anywhere from $50 to $500, depending on how often you fly. But like any travel hack, it comes with a few risks. If you try to overstuff the bag or push it too far, you might get stopped at the gate. And it doesn't work with every airline. So it's important to stay low-key and understand the airline's rules before you try it. At the end of the day, it's all about finding small ways to save that add up over time. And this hack, combined with the other tips we talked about today, can really help you travel smarter and cheaper. Do you have any favorite airport hacks? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what's worked for you. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your travel buddies. Safe travels!